that they'll have ready to go. Lasso with silencer combos.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I remember you and I casted it with like Tomato mid silencer. It was a thing when he played in the last TI qualifier. And it's not to say that it's not a thing anymore. It's just very rare, from what I understand of the hero and the position it's played in.
Whoa!
What the hell?
Did they just blank? They blank banned? Are they DC?
They
just
no
couldn't
chat
think
to
of anything.
indicate, so I don't see them. It doesn't say anything about them.
They're like, we don't
conceding or-
even want to give you guys a hint at what we think your lanes are. We want you guys to be 100% in the dark.
Super hit
No
or miss.
friggin' clue what you guys are doing. And I'm not even going to take a stab at it because that could influence how you set up your lanes based on what you think that we think that you're doing.
Or it was a
what your
mistake.
final pick is. No, that can't be it.
No, there's no way that was it.
Players do not make mistakes.
No mistakes made ever.
No. No such thing. It is only unfortunate circumstances.
Good to know.
That's
Keep that in my
that's what
back
you
pocket.
say, you know. All right.
Wow, he really he walked into an unfortunate circumstance there.
Exactly.
That's what happened.
That's what you say.
That gank was just an unfortunate circumstance that just dissolved.
Radiant team pick.
I wouldn't mind a bit of burst for TNC here. Maybe to help out during these lassos. I don't know if you really want to come into like a Sven.
Ooh.
It's actually not bad, honestly. There's not that much to kite you around during a team fight, honestly. It's just Bane. Then you have Global Silence to back you up. You have Spirit Breaker running through. Be kind of cool. They could also just like safe lane Timber Saw. That would also be fine. That's a lot of burst. Then they put the Jakiro mid.
Yeah, that could be
Silencer mid.
very interesting. Oh, hey, look, it's this
though.
guy. You've been talking about him.
Yeah, we missed out on him a lot today.
These like fifth pick PLs are something you've been, I guess, hinting at, talking about.
Well, we had him banned like I think the first 2 games, or maybe it was just the first game of the day he got banned last. But he's just one of those heroes, right? He's like Timber Saw in that sense of just
Hard to deal with.
less time you have to counter him, the better. CK still fits in that category too, I think, but he's been a little bit less popular. Hopefully, there's actually a pick this time, and it's not a random. And it looks like there was a pick there.
It isn't a bad
Oh
pick.
no, they've been spending too much time around Fnatic.
Yeah, Fnatic has rubbed off on them severely. This is a Fnatic draft in a nutshell. But that's okay. That's for sure. But we will have to wait and see. We will jump into the game momentarily. Again, this is game 1 of a best-of-3 series between these two squads. The winner will move on to play up against Fnatic. The loser will go down and be donezo here in Dota Pit, the Dota Pit Minor. So make sure we get a good series out of this one. Last series was a bit one-sided, unfortunately. Maybe not the most exciting series to watch, but an impressive display from one team that I will not spoil. So hopefully we get some good Dota here. Already the draft's looking pretty interesting. Silencer played by 1437. Got some good heroes coming out from both sides. So I don't know. What do you think about these drafts now that you can see them fully fleshed out?
Who currently selected? And then I thought, oh, that can't be right. Maybe they're just, toying with me. And then I looked at the last 2 games. Yeah. Or are you just going to swap up? Or I don't know if kuKu's actually going to play Bat Rider, but it's a choice between playing Bat Rider or playing Jakiro. Okay, yeah, kuKu's now on the Jakiro. It's all right. I was very
were worried
worried.
for nothing.
I can't see Sam H not
They
on
were
Bat
just
Rider.
trolling with you.
Yeah, because that's one of his classic heroes. But at the same time, kuKu was also playing Nature's Prophet today in those same games because Sam H was on the Bat Rider, and Prophet's also a pretty classic Sam H hero. So
There's a lot
either
of,
way,
a lot of variables is what you're telling me.
I tells you.
Yep. All right, well, we will get things started. We'll see if these teams can get these wards down. Already one defensive ward placed here for the Radiant. Spotting any sort of rotations coming into their jungle. Rich Potato might be the one to be spotted, but he doesn't have a ward, so he shouldn't be putting himself in that position. But they will already spot out are rotating towards mid. There's a ward here in a nice little spot. It won't be spotted either. So a lot of vision placed on both sides of the map. One side, the left side for the Dire, right side for the Radiant, interestingly enough. So we're kind of cutting the map in half in terms of division. I don't know how important that is or relevant, but I thought it was cool.
Yeah, and it looks like
30
it's
seconds
going to
to
be Monkey
battle.
versus Bat. Top lane. A little bit of help from the Bane. And what's a Baton's life going to be like? That's the real question. Not the an offlaner we get to see too often.
It doesn't look great. Doesn't look very good.
Silencer, and is this yeah, this Shakiro. He's going safe lane.
Yeah, this doesn't look good.
No, that's doesn't say. I mean, at least you're not like Faceless Void or something, I guess, where like it's damage over time and it doesn't really matter which way you're taking the damage with the Aphotic Shield, but wouldn't be too shocked to see a potential Iron Talent. I guess it depends on how much effort they get from the Shaker into the bottom lane. So we'll start with the first block. Help Bimbo a bit. This is what those early shrines being taken away inside the base, a little bit of a nerf to Shaker. And like those little lane blocks, same thing with Enigma too. You supposed to like do these things and then still come back with full mana instead you have to waste a clarity like he just did.
Yeah. Still though, it is going to keep the wave nice and pushed in for Richie Potato. Although this is going to be a battle of the range creeps, which is always interesting. Who's going to get it first? Oh, they're just going to hit each other. I mean, I'm in for that too. I'm totally down. Richie goes, yeah, sure, and then he gets bashed once. The Orb of Venom, the Silencer already just chunking him with glaives. It's great. It's a good time to be had down in this bottom lane, let me tell you. Let me tell you, Grant. What else is happening is there's a Fisher block on the Raven. Luckily, the stun didn't hit. He'll Doppelganger. He's going aggressively into Cartman, who will eat a tree in turn. Thinking about turning and right-clicking a little bit, but RR doesn't get the disable. In the meantime, top lane, some more action being had as young kuKu, a.k.a. kuKu, has rotated up to provide some assistance for the Batrider. So I think this is pretty good for TNC, all things considered. Maybe I'm wrong about this.
Yeah, well, they're trying to do some sort of like a lane swap scenario, I'm sure. Because like Tim's is just farming bottom, so someone's coming back down here, and it's not Jakiro.
Concerned about that. I'm like, is this what they had intended? I'm not sure. I guess it's not bad to give these heroes some experience and some farm at the beginning of the game, and then eventually give whoever you want the rest of it later on down the road.
This Monkey King is set to have a pretty shit game, if I'm being frank, Mott.
Well,
Batrider hunting after you, flying all over, breaking your trees.
Of Gabby's game in the first game. He rotated like 3 or 4 times, didn't get much farm, did all right. So,
yeah, but then there's also a Spirit Breaker.
That's true.
There's a lot of heroes that I would not want to play against, and he's core Spirit Breaking down here.
Dude,
Look at this.
in there. I think
he's like, do you think that this is 2 supports?
Oh my God, he walked away. He maybe should not have done that, but that's fine. I don't know. What? He walked away as the.
They really thought that Orb of Venom was going to happen.
Yeah, they thought it was going to take it. He was like 10 HP or something.
That looked really weird.
Boys. Play to the whistle.
Yeah, that was a play to the whistle moment. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. There's no brown boots on this guy.
He's just going to have to walk all the way back. Rangy Potato's not having a great time. But you know what? He'll deal with it.
RR's going to come and steal the wave, though. Still help him out.
He might die if he's not careful. 1437's, again, the glaives. They don't feel great. He's going to kill this illusion? No, I guess not.
I mean, you can only hit one. Genius.
Oh,
dude, the Delta
though.
split, though.
Maybe, but if his charge works out, does he have a Fisher? Yeah. A good effort. Maybe we'll get the
Still going to double
back.
up the wave, though.
Yeah, it's going to push out.
And they're missing a whole wave into their tower right now.
All this
And they
farm.
still have 2 cores? Question mark up here?
Yeah, I think the question mark is warranted.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's like, what's Trent talking about? I think this is a pretty warranted question.
They're trying to run down Gabby, though.
But Nightmare steal back, though, from Young kuKu, but Samich just takes too much damage with the Brain Staff and the tower, not to mention the creep setting him. So Gabby will live. He will be fine. In the meantime, bottom lane, Raging Potato is not fine. He continues to get bashed. The charge will come through. They need a couple more hits. Maybe they get the kill this time. Oh my God, it almost happened again, but Tim's made sure of it this time. He played till the whistle, and he was rewarded with a goal.
First blood for your safe lane Spirit Breaker.
Those of you that are
Call
wondering.
Tim's finally getting the role he deserves. Complete carry, all the gold he could ever ask for.
Got called up.
This should be a thing.
There's a
Getting
lot of sports
mega early 6 Spirit Breaker and you just run at stuff. I mean, I guess that's what people tried to do with like offlane Spirit Breaker, but Na'Vi was the only one that ever saw a lot of success with it with General.
Yeah.
Bring back Na'Vi Spiritbreaker.
He's having a good time. He's having a pretty good time. He's level 4-ish.
And these two are still just hanging out.
They are.
I missed a memo or something here.
They're shutting down this Monkey King. Let's be honest. 17 last hits. Well, actually,
I mean, they only combined for
yes.
17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that this was going. And I am wrong. But I suppose they are still harassing pretty effectively.
Well, RR is going to try and do something mid, but I'm not sure. Well, okay, he's already used the doppelganger.
It's pretty low. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, no. You hate to see it. But we'll give some room for Rage to get a bottom as 1437 TV's out. There's a Avernus battle. Did he get more? More bashes? I mean, he doesn't look so lucky. He's going to buy a TV scroll.
He's got treads.
There we go. Oh, Sammy's got a kill.
That's all right. Who cares about that? We just want to watch some bashes. And again.
A little bit, yeah. Oh, but there's the Fisher. Sam H still alive.
He's not
the
giving
tower
up.
hits. Tips, are you kidding? Did you guys pick a side? Can you pick a fight for me, please? That was my bad.
Did you not? Did you leave?
I left. I was looking.
I told you.
I left again.
I told you.
That is.
Did you just miss the top one now?
Yeah, that is some triggering observing.
Dude, I'm literally using a Steam controller right now, and I just caught all of these.
Congratulations.
You should be hating yourself. My arm was getting a little sore.
Professional observer here. It's not like I do this for a living or anything. Dude, I'll blame it on the what 10 a. I don't know what even time it is, but it's pretty early. Anyway, we missed a couple of kills here and there. Tim's gets the one bottom. They got a kill onto the Kikiro top, along with Gabby going down from Sam H, who in turn almost died himself, with the exception that he was able to get away at the last moment there. So that's what you missed. Nothing too critical. You saw most of it anyway. We'll just go with that.
Got him.
I'll make excuses for myself.
There you go. That's the spirit.
That typical American thing to do.
That's why you're my main man, Mott. You got it all on lock. What about this mid lane? I haven't been here other than that weird interaction where he didn't Fisher. Level 7, 41 last hits.
He's doing pretty well.
Damn.
Oh,
top lane, Mott. Top lane.
I got it. Good balance coming out. Tim's the charge is canceled. I don't know. They don't know what to do now. kuKu stayed way too long. Gets Starstorm. The double hit comes out along with the auto attacks. And here comes Gabby. The tree dance comes in. Tim's in trouble. He's got the charge. He will, in fact, not charge away. The Nightmare from Lumen comes in perfect timing. Now the Starstorm will come. They'll take off the Nightmare. They'll take it off completely. And Cartman will find himself another kill in the top lane. So 2 down, perhaps a bit of a hefty dive coming in from TNC, and 2 quick kills going over to Execration's side.
I don't really know what's going on with kuKu this game. He's just going back top. What's happening?
I don't think he knows what's going on with this game.
Like 1437 now is going to be able to get 6 down bottom. It's such a... I haven't opened the net worth, but it must be really even. Well, relatively, like in terms of like the heroes, I guess. I mean, across the Radiant, but not really. It's just Spiritbreaker's pretty high up there.
I know.
In fact, he's rich, dude.
Purposes, he's the one.
He is the. I'm the carry now. Yeah. It's happened.
I'm okay with having a Spiritbreaker carry. I want this guy to see the light of day again instead of just being this glorified stunner in the 4 position role. Oh, great! You can stun people. You got the global thing. Cool. Nobody wants
top lane.
I got it. The dual breath comes out. The tree dance will come. I'm really glad you're going to say that every time. And they almost get the courier. Boundless Strike will come out, but there's the Ice Path to follow up. He does have 4 sticky napalm stacks on him. Good Fisher. A lot of heroes. Raven is diving deep. And Gabby, he might be okay. He's going to have the wand charges, but more dual breath, more auto attacks coming in, and Raven will secure the kill. Now they're turning the attention. They've got the Ice Path. Actually, the Flame Break pushed him out of it, but it didn't really matter. They get the kill anyways. In the meantime,
Thanks, Mont.
He said hi to me in a lobby one time. It was great. I didn't say hi to him first or anything. He was like, "Hi, Mont." I'm like, "Oh, my life's complete."
Yeah, that's a pretty good time to have your life complete.
I don't know if you're making fun of me or not.
No, I am. It's Light of Heaven. Legendary Wind Ranger player. Back when it wasn't called something lame like Wind Ranger.
Wind Ranger.
Yeah.
Slacks is still salty about that to this day.
Well,
I think I've heard him saying on numerous occasions, but
copyright's a bitch.
Yeah, it sure is. We have a smoke gang coming in. There is now a blink tagger for SamH. You might be confused. There's a Dota game happening. Lumik is going to have the Moonlight Shuttle. They'll drop the sentry. Oh, no, the Fade time. Now the immediate Nightmare counter. They will deward. A nice little sentry there in that regard. Gabby found the strike coming in. Only at someone. There's the brain set to fall off the arrow coming through, and it hits perfectly onto Raven. So he's out of the fight for a couple of seconds at least. The charge still in, but Gabby's in trouble. Flame break. Now another strike pushed back. There's
the Mask of Madness.
Comes in. They've got the Ice Path coming through.
Get him.
Mask of Madness. Timps is in there, but there's the Fisher. They will take down one. They want more. Can they get anybody else jumping through? They still have the lasso, and they'll find Gabby. They're not going to charge at him. Now Raven comes through. They get the double kill. They've got the charge. They've got the Ice Path, but Timms is in trouble. One more auto attack, and Cartman will get the kill. He's done a lot of damage this game, and he continues to do so as the PL Raven might need to back up, but so too will young kuKu. Meanwhile, Diffusal going to work on Raging Potato. Needs to be careful. A lot of his mana already gone. Raven getting turned down. Good Ice Path coming back in, and we'll have the silence coming through, but they still have that borrowed time. He'll pop it now instantly. Getting back up in some HP. They'll use another Diffusal charge coming in. Here comes that Spirit Lance for more. The huge Macro Power doing some serious work. SamH still using the Firefly. He's back into the fray. Everybody is solo from TNC. The Ice Path, it misses young kuKu.
What?
No, no.
Wait, what? That was a Murano, right?
It was.
What? Japan server. Japan server.
Can we just yell that out anytime something
Yeah.
like that happens?
I think that's what that was.
In every game from now on.
Yeah.
Japan.
Jeez. Well, the Mask of Madness is pretty slick. I like it. Clearly they were saying that this is an important hero for our game. They don't have that much stuff to counter it. But tell ya, Shaker, he's slaying it so far. Got himself the Blink Dagger. He had so many good plays during that fight.
Yeah, he's single-handedly.
How about that Echo to stop the charge?
I didn't see that one, sadly. But Cartman as well, doing a very good job in terms of the damage he's pumping out. He's a full Manta style now. We are going to see Gabby going back into the battlefield, though. We saw this earlier today, and he's going to go for it again. So he realizes he needs to be a little bit more involved in the late game, and he's not really done too much. You know the hero I'm a little worried about, or two heroes I'm a little bit worried about. Do you guess them, Trent? Possibly.
Is it Jakiro and someone?
Yeah.
Is it a bad?
No.
Who is it?
It's the Spirit Breaker.
Oh, why are you worried about the Spirit Breaker? Don't be worried about Tim. He's got things on lock.
He's had Shred's Mask of Madness for like the past 5 minutes, and he's about to die again.
All right. Well, fair enough. That's a pretty good reason. But that's because he's giving up space to his Jakiro.
Ah, of course. Well, how could I forget? You give up space to Jakiro. Here's why I'm not worried, though. Raven 21 is pretty firm. He's building Blink.
Hashtag 21.
Hashtag 21, sorry.
Don't you go disrespecting the name. Thank you.
Sorry, Raven.
Continue.
Raven, hashtag 21. SamH? Ooh. See, that's the arrow noise there. The one you just heard.
Ooh. We just replace all Dota noises with that. Ooh.
We can make this a thing. You don't want that. All right. We have a 2K net worth lead as we try to rein it back in for execration 20 minutes into the game. So far as what's been an action-packed first game, back and forth. Net worth-wise, it's been peaks and valleys all over the place. TNC had the lead for
Mostly
a long while.
Valleys.
Mostly valleys.
At least that's this game's felt like.
Mostly Japan server.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been some big plays. There's been some big combos. The globals from the Sounds from 1437, they've done a pretty good job of stopping whatever sort of follow-up executions been trying to put together with like a Fiend's Grip, Echo Slant, something like that. So we've seen these kind of like weird 5-on-5 engagements break out where one team is running, the other team engages, then the re-engage happens, and it's kind of awkward. We have yet to see that, I think, full 5-on-5 engagement. 1437 is going to get forced away. Nicely done, as Jakiro has his newly minted 4 staff. That's what happens when you get space from your Tim Spirit Breaker.
That's right. It's only a 2K lead for the Dire, too. It's really nothing at this point.
Monkey King. This tree's got a little dangerous. I thought he blinked aggressively there for a second. I got real worried for Raven. Hashtag 21.
Thank you. You can see where a lot of this gap comes from. Like, look at Silencer versus the Bane. It's like, oh, Silencer's got log gold. That seems good, but that top chart, those cores, they're pretty rich over there on the Dire. It's really only the supports where they're a little bit weak.
Yeah.
And I'd rather have some richer cores, of course.
They're going to have them widest for Raging Potato. He's building into a Lotus Star, which makes a lot of sense.
He's in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, he really is.
Last it up. Easy pick. Don't have the best tower siege.
Yeah, I was
if
gonna say, can they push this?
kuKu marches up here, they can.
He's on his way.
He's trying to hang back for any sort of a rotation coming through near the shrine, but
Well, they see Bimbo up here, and they're like, okay, maybe we can get away with this. I think Tim's is gonna stay around.
right, Mirana's now back bottom.
It's a bit dangerous. The tower's not going down as fast as they would have liked it to.
Long arrow.
Raven will sidestep it swiftly.
And they've had this ward up here now too, so Bane's, yeah, he knew that was coming.
Hey, countered. You have a Monkey Key on your team. There's a good chance there is a Tinker Ward somewhere, i.e. Monkey Ward. All right, that'll be taken care of. And back we go to farm for the most part. But like you mentioned, the cores of exploration is pretty rich. Everybody getting up there. The Battle Fury is starting to pay off for Gabby. They have the Mightiest on the Abaddon, who, again, he decided not to go Lotus Orb. He's going in for Radiance instead.
Okay, sounds good. We're getting there. We've been playing a bit of Clown Dota for a while. It doesn't look like this thing's ending anytime soon. Might as well grab Radiance.
Smoke into walk past each other. That's always
yeah, that's gonna be very disappointing for the Dire. I don't think they're gonna find anything. Maybe if Tim's comes to meet his team,
they can.
He might charge a neutral.
So there's that. Right over here. TP in for Raging Potato. He'll pop the shrine to get some mana back to work with. In the meantime, Tim's is coming in, long way away.
Charging the Mirana.
And they're going to try to fight this here. Arrow's going to come through. Echo Slam. It's only under one for now. Fisher comes through as well. Raven's jumping in. They've got the charge. Here comes the global as well. Mantis style out. Cartman might be in trouble. They're leaving. The charge cancels the TP, though. They've already taken down one. Can they get more? And it looks like absolutely they can. Raven coming in, doing work. RR will fall. He'll get a double. Raging Potato, he's got the ultimate running. They've got the feed script, though. Lumic is going to work here. The Ice Path misses again. Young kuKu, it doesn't matter, though. Raven finds the triple. Can he get the ultra? And can he get the rampage? Raging Potato in trouble. It will go down to an illusion. No! They actually get the kill on Raven. It's a 3-for-4 trade.
Oh,
no,
Gabby.
it's a 4-for-4. Gabby just walks up slowly and hits him with the stick. And now looking for more. Young kuKu on the run. He's got the force. Gabby's got the boundless strike, though, and he's ready to fight. Jingu Mastery. The TP will come. Gabby, does he have the damage? He does not. It will be a 4-for-4. Ceremonially goes into a tree shortly thereafter. So that was quite the fight. And
such a good time to win a fight. You just bought a Battle Fury, and you just kind of show up and clean up an engagement like that. Yeah, it's gonna give him so much gold to work with. How funny was that TP cancel on RR though? Oh, by the way, still chasing. Nah, he's gonna be okay.
Yeah, he's just fine.
But that charge was like,
it came all the way around.
Cancel.
I remember I watched.
He was curving it like Wanted or something, man.
I was watching the beginning of that charge, and I'm like, where did this guy come from at the end of it? But yeah, I don't know if Raven survives there, if the team script is canceled earlier. Perhaps not. Young kuKu had a chance at it with the Ice Path, but he couldn't quite find the hero, the Bane, that is to say. And it ends up costing them, maybe not that, but Raven does go down in the fight. So, and that's the biggest hero. And again, like you mentioned, Gabby comes in there. He just got his Battle Fury. He cleans up, and now he's got a full BKB.
Yeah, I thought that fight was going to go really well for the Radiant too, because they initiated on top of 1-4-3-7, and then the nice 4-staff save again from kuKu is what allowed them to get the global silence off in the first place. So stuff was really starting to look pretty slick for them, but in the end, it was the Dire that took it, and now big Golden Fusion 6K lead. Bimbo has finished up the Radiance recipe. It's flying on the Courier. And it's going to be hard for them to catch up at this point with a Battle Fury Monkey King and a Radiance Abaddon. But with the Diffusal Blade, definitely a chance they can just win these fights, especially if they burn all the mana on Bimbo like this.
It's just gone. Oh, after you use the aphotic, it's gone. But they're not in any mood to fight or chase. They're peacing out.
I mean, that's like without even the real Monkey King.
They've got the
Or
scan.
PL, rather.
Are they going to sit here? They've got the Tim Shadow Blade, or rather Shadow Amulet. They're in a good spot. They're going to charge. They will have vision of Gabby, who is going to get caught, stunned down from the tree line. They've got the lasso of the Nether Strike, the Macro Power, the Global. They've used a lot for this kill, but it is a kill nonetheless.
Yeah.
Oh, top
Net worth, that's worth.
They know RR is here. And they're looking for more. Lumix in trouble. Fisher will come through. The dust is up. He's silenced as well with the last word. They've got the urn ticking down on him, and they'll find a second, and they'll probably find a third as well, as Raging Potato is perhaps a little too far out. The arrow will come through. It'll hit an illusion. Doesn't really matter that much. But Raven is getting kicked down. Back to full HP is Raging Potato. Cartman might come in. Here's the buyback. They're going to try to turn this. Raven is already gone. Now here comes the illusions. No, RR, you were playing so well, but they will still at least get one kill out of this, maybe Tim's, and it is going to be him. Cartman will leap away in time. The last word, Arcane Curse. They've got the Fiend's Grip. Raven on the high ground. The arrow coming through. They'll find Sam H. They're diving too deep here. Execration. And even they get the help from the Centaur. But Raven #21 will be able to get away. TNC will disengage. They did force out a buyback. They got a little bit of a fight win there, but perhaps a bit too far of the chase.
That buyback was painful.
Yeah. Now that echo, they at least got Tim's out of the, him buying back, I suppose.
I can't even tell if he was trying to blink on someone specifically, or if he thought that the real kill was in there. I think he was trying to blink somewhere and it just got canceled, but that's the right.
That sounds about right. Japan.
Not good. Japan. How about Spirit Breaker? His, oh, it's done. Okay. There it is. Now he is Dust, he is a Shadow Blade, he's a Mask Madness. He pretty much doesn't need anything. He'd like to have a BKB maybe.
Nothing will stand in my way.
It's like really only good against the Shaker. He's pretty much good to go.
RR is not good. Oh, he's fine. Good blink from that Atos. He didn't have vision, so that, leave it to me to find somebody getting killed. Probably the biggest kill of the game. Right at this point, anyway.
Yes.
Oh, I was watching that charge too, when it was going down, so there you go.
All right.
So they just, they married the arrow?
Visibility.
Yeah, it looks like it. We have the tier 2 tower under siege from a double damage Monkey King. We'll slap that bad boy down. And work on perhaps getting some pressure to the tier 3. So that's one of the first tier 2s to go down. That's the one bottom of their own. Tim's is on the run currently from a few heroes, including RR, who has an injury. Charges right as RR was about to get to him. And
I can tell you who we have not seen a lot of today. Roche.
Yeah, it's been kind of a quiet Roche day.
Yeah, he's pretty lonely, I think.
He's a lot of He should be.
But no really arrows in there. Yeah, they're scanning and throwing arrows, but they're long gone.
I mean, what do we have in terms of roaching on both sides here?
Donata.
Not much. There's not even a medallion, I don't think. So there's that. Also, you have a PL here. Nice cat.
Jakiro core.
Wow,
Bat Rider core.
Turn into a 9K lead pretty quickly, seemingly out of nowhere.
Yeah, they just have 3 heroes that farm really fast now. They have Radiance, they have the Battle Fury Monkey King, and then they have a Mirana. Whereas the Radiant team, they have PL. He can farm kind of quick. Bat Rider doesn't farm that fast. I mean, he can, sort of, but he's kind of roaming around, trying to find picks. He's scared about his rotations. They've been flying through the jungle. He doesn't want to get, like, dunked on top of a wave or something, especially when RR is doing sneaky stuff like this. He's waiting for someone to come top right now.
Yeah, they might, but it's going to be a while. Yeah, Roche really is not a priority for either of these teams. I mean, even with the slow Roche on, if you still had time, probably to find Roche at some point in this game. But anyway, that's
likely a ways away. Probably when Monkey can get some item that he can help do it with.
Guess so. He's not going for it anytime soon. Like, what is he building into?
He's getting Lincoln's probably.
Okay, I was gonna say he's an ultimate orb. What is he building into? Lincoln's would be the solid choice. Lumic, Shadow Amulet. See you later. Can you just keep doing this?
It's got no cooldown, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's
got a fade time though, and
yeah,
it breaks
exactly. That's
instantly.
that's why. If only.
All right, well, he got his PL, but no good chance for a dunk. Mud King wasn't quite close enough to combo up with it, and looks like they are thinking about a clear into a smoke here for the Radiant. No, maybe they don't have smoke on them.
And TNC need to get something to work
do.
here. We've got to find a pick or two to get things a little bit more in their court now, down 11k.
And there they go. So they're showing Spirit Breaker mid and starting a smoke. They're kind of hoping they'll be like, oh, well, they can't be
Look at
smoking.
this.
With
They need
Spirit
detection.
Breaker.
No. He was standing in the middle of the lane. It was
Yeah.
a good effort.
Bold attempt. But he tanks the smoke. That's not the kind of kill that's going to get you back in this game.
Yeah,
Because,
agreed.
as we've said, they don't really have anything to kill Roche with, or, like, what are they going to do now that he's dead? They're going to kill, like, 3 waves, then go back to their side of the river? Okay, cool.
Got a little bit more farm, guys. Oh, that's a Greaves. So, Greaves are up. Do they have anything else? Are they getting like a Lotus Orb or anything? I guess not.
I don't think so. I don't think anyone has enough money for that stuff. No.
That's fair. It's not really that big of a concern. They're still winning fights without it, or rather getting farm anyway.
Well, they have pretty good heroes for finding the silencer anyway. Just like either a Batten runs in and starts a fight in a poor situation anyway, so like there could be an awkward silence. He can just kind of like punch the silencer. They've had to force staff him so many times. The Monkey King can spawn him from the tree line, things like that. And there it is right there. So no more lassos and no more nether strikes. The nether strikes are really obnoxious.
He has been getting caught by Spirit Breaker more often than not. It's not going to be easy to bring Gabby down. And he could build into death so they could take Roche. Instead, he's building in a butterfly. He already does a lot of damage. They really just need to win like one fight, and then Roche or whatever objective they want is theirs at this point. They are already up ahead 13k. They're doing a great job of keeping bottom position in. Yeah, Raven hashtag 21's up top, but it's not a big deal. And they're already just going to the Roche now. They don't need to worry about an objective is what they're thinking. They already do enough damage as it is, and they're not wrong.
Please.
So the Flame Break will push him. Ice Cap has come through as well. Roche is still pretty healthy. Jumping in is not maybe the best idea, especially with Wukong's Candle. Can they finish it in time? Necropyre will drop down as well. They really need this fight. BKB from Gabby, he should get the Aegis in well. No jump in. Rage Potato does take a lot of damage, but again, borrow time is there. They will find Sam H. They'll jump on Cartman. The Lincoln Sphere is broken, and Tim's is already getting blown away. There's a lot of damage coming in. Raven is in alone. He's got to leave. He's got point 3. Instead, we'll get Fiend's Script, but there is the global to keep him alive for now. He's got the Doppelganger. Maybe they could turn on Rage Potato. He doesn't have borrowed time anymore, but I don't really think you want to fight this if you're TNC. But if you don't fight this, what are you going to fight at some point? Like, when do you fight? I guess without Aegis, but still.
Yeah, you basically hope for a scrappy engagement off of a lasso or something, so that was unlikely to end well. Would love to see either the Aegis, or the Roche kill or the Aegis, but couldn't get either, even with that max fire down, sadly.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're in a rough spot right now. TNC have some work to do. That's putting it lightly. We talk about Monkey King kind of being that interesting sort of hero. Kind of falls off, I guess you could say. Maybe Glass Cannon was the word we used earlier. But
Yep, he can have those
pretty
issues.
farmed here.
Oh yeah, Battle Fury first, right into the Lincoln Sphere, and now he's started building to it. Butterfly, very good. Up against the PL.
It also helps when you have a bad and tanky or strong line for you.
Yeah, plus he doesn't have to worry about damage items as much with the Curse of the Avernus. Saw it in the Roche pit. It does work on towers, helps them take objectives a bit quicker. They just need that little bit of breathing room to take objectives easily.
Yeah.
Killing a hero on the Radiant's a pretty good way to start it.
Well, they're making sure to get all the map control first. They've done a pretty good job of it. But I suppose we could go back to, I don't want to harp on it too much, we could go back to the Spirit Breaker kuKu type deal that we had going on earlier. I mean, we could look at it and say hindsight's 2020. But I'd like to
It's hard to judge.
Yeah.
I don't really, without knowing what the communications were inside the team, it's hard to tell exactly what the plan was. Like, did they think that they were shutting them down more than they were? Were they happy with how much they shut them down? Was there a plan to transition somewhere else, but they were just always getting caught off? Because it kind of felt like they were trying to build like this core of heroes that were all ready to start fighting and like basically 5-manning before the Monkey King was going to be very effective, but they didn't seem to get there.
I think the Earthshaker did a pretty good job of stopping whatever issues that would have arose from that. And then also do that too. Here we go. Fight's going to break out. Boundless Took. They blow away Sam H. Tims is in, but he is in alone at this point. Another truck will come through. They're looking for Lumic. There's the global default, but Tims is just... He's too squishy in comparison to Gabby at this point. The buyback will come through. They're looking for Raven. He is going to be able to doppelganger away, it looks like. Make it away, but they're already working on the Super Tower. Wukong's command is still going at this point, so they don't want to fight into it. Now it's gone. Global's also down. Aquatic Field. They have borrowed time and 12 along with any other abilities that might be up. Gabby's still going to work on the building. Rachel's is still pretty low. Borrowed time 5 seconds, so getting pretty close. Not quite there yet. Gabby still has that Aegis to work with. They really want this Naylor Rex. They should find it. Peace Script will come through. No global silence. They will take down Lumic, and young kuKu is fine. Tim's still in pretty deep. He's on the other side of the fight, gonna get Fisher, and it looks like he should get dropped, but the Shrine comes out in time. They'll take down Cartman. Tims is still running to the tier 4s, and now Bimbo in trouble himself. The Firefly will come through. He's got no borrowed time, no way of surviving. He'll buy a TP scroll only to die moments after. They hold the range racks. They do for the moment. They'll lose the melee, they'll lose the tier 3, but that's a lot given up for Execration. But again, the number advantage is still pretty big for Execration at this point, and they're looking for more. They're about to find Sam H. He's about to get jumped up. They have Echo Slam. They want to wait for something bigger. kuKu is nearby.
Yeah, Raven was the dream, but they'll take Sam H.
Yeah, he is going to get dropped. Boundless Strike, 1 auto attack, cleans him up.
Just a little bit left there.
All right, well.
Buyback from Tims was pretty painful too. Now any of his progression is very stalled. Butterfly, Mjolnir. Terrifying items coming out for the Dire.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, it's just the number advantage again. Flexicration, getting all the buildings that they did. It's getting rough.
It looks like they have one more chance, maybe, when the Heart's done on the PL, honestly. It is possible that he just kind of does PL things and single-handedly wins a fight. So he picks it up.
I can see it happening.
Oh, we've seen it before.
Well, Echo Slam onto young kuKu. The arrow will fly through, and it does hit. Fisher hits, actually, and the Boundless Strike top too. The arrow missed, actually, but it doesn't really matter. They had enough lockdown without it. There's that Aegis. All right. We aren't done yet. Not with this first game.
Man, combat attacks fast.
Yeah.
That plus 50 damage as well. Talents of Mirana are so good. Really help this hero out. Oh, charge will pop Gabby's Lincolns. Not that he cares.
No, not really.
Just says, oh hey, they have a ward here.
And they have 46 seconds without young kuKu to worry about. So that's macro fire ice path. That's wrong. And they'll try to force their way into the tier 3 tower.
All right, good luck, Fat Rider.
Yeah, it's kind of
save our team.
Yeah, good last one. Wukong's command looking to cover the push, and it looks like it will.
They're double Lincolnsing him too.
Pretty safe.
Like Mirana's just sitting there with her Lincolns clicked over the Monk King right now, I'm sure. And it's not even gonna matter.
Sam H is dead. Charge coming through, already too late. Raven's getting in there, and maybe he can do something. They've got the global. The BKB will come out now, and they are diving in deep, but the Glimmer Cape Lotus Orb is more than enough for RR to stay alive as Raven continues to chase. Elsewhere, Cartman's diving in deep, getting kills left and right, and Raven is kind of left to his own devices. kuKu's even going to get chewed down by Cartman, leap forward, and Raven's still running away at this point. They will turn with the Atos. Cartman might actually be in trouble. Manta will come out. There's the Macrophire. Getting a little bit low. There's going to be the Doppelganger, but the Boundless Strike will come along with it. And now have the borrowed time running in. Raven getting towards that shrine. Still a lot of damage being dealt. He's just going to have to run back towards the well. At this point, I mean, they are doing whatever they can to stay in this. Shrines, everything. Still, it looks like it's not enough. They're going to lose the range racks top
plus
two.
Plus 300 aphotic shield is so good.
Yeah.
Helping to keep Mirana up there.
And they do it. The one chance they have, they've got the lasso, but it gets spelled immediately, followed up by a Fiend's Grip. They brought down Sam H. Raven's trying his best. Can't really do too much here, though. He's already got to run. Illusions, they're going to get cleared by the Battle Fury from Gabby. Coming in as Tims. He really wants to make he might find it. but that might be it. Raven getting chased down on the other side. There's the Echo Slam. They'll have the Fissure. They've got the Enchant Totem. Should be enough. They will lock down the PL, and that should be the end of it. It's really their strongest hero. Good boundless strike. Gabby just blows him away as Tim's charging back in. With 4 dead, no buybacks, that will be, in fact, GG, as TNC will go down 0-1 here in this best-of-3 series.
Well, I can't say I was expecting the Bat Rider after the Silent Hunter. So they make the Jakiro like a core, but not the, well, he was supposedly a core. I mean, the draft got weird at that point, right? That's when you were just like, okay, so wait, what